Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Their plans for you blew up in their face. What they tried to stop you from doing has now become unnecessary. Those people who tried to stop you, their plans blew up in their face. They're the ones who are now ashamed and feeling foolish because of what they tried to do. Because now they don't even realize it. They may not see it, but they don't even know you don't need it anymore. They spend a whole bunch of time trying to stop you from getting something, trying to stop you from doing something, trying to stop you from using that as a way, trying to use that as a resource. But you done found another way. You done found something else. You done found something new. You don't need that anymore. You don't need them anymore. And they still think that they're the ones that stopped you. They still think they were able to get in your way and make you give up on that opportunity, make you give up on that season of your life. But they're sadly mistaken. They don't realize that you've moved on. They don't realize that something better came into your life. When people spend a lot of time trying to stop you and get in your way, it's like a cloud or some type of film is covering over their eyes. It's like something is blocking them from seeing correctly because they don't really see that you're creative. They don't really see that you're ingenuitive. They don't really see that you're the type of person that won't let anything stop them. And if one thing gets in your way, you always realize that there's something else. You always realize that there's another way. And when people try to stop you, it only makes you better. It only makes you stronger. It only makes you use what you have. And it only makes you use more of what you already have. So the fact that they thought they could get in the way, the fact that they thought they could crumble your operation, kill your dream, stop you from going after what you want, it only blew up in their face because it made them look like a fool. Now they're over there still thinking that they were able to put a damper on your plans, or to put a damper on your dream, to try to hold you back from an opportunity, to try to hold you back from something, from getting something in your life, not realizing you found another way. They wasted all that time. They wasted all that time trying to stop you from getting what you needed. They wasted all that time trying to stop you from getting to where you wanted to go. It's like a roadblock when you're driving. It's like you're driving and there's some work being done on the road. Is that the only is that the only route that you could take? Is that the only avenue that you could take? Aren't there other highways? Aren't there other streets? Aren't there other ways to getting to where you need to go? But they don't see that. They don't think that's that film covering their vision. That's that hate. They're so full of hatred and jealousy and trying to stop you that they couldn't even see that there was another way. And they didn't even see that you were smart enough to take that other way. So congratulations, you still found another way. You still found a way to reach your goals, even though there were those who were trying to see you not do that. They were trying to see you stuck. They were trying to see you sit there in traffic. They were trying to see you sit there and wait. Some of these people held things back and just thought you were going to sit there and wait on them. Oh, they need me to do this, so they don't have any other way of trying to get it done, or they don't have any other way of trying to reach their goal, or they don't have any other way of trying to make this happen. I'm the only way, and I'm in charge, and I know that they need this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it back from them. I'm going to make sure they don't get it. I'm going to make sure they can't do it. I'm going to make sure that they're not going to be able to make this happen. Not realizing that you found another way, not realizing that there are other opportunities, not realizing that there's other ways to go about doing things. There's other ways to go about getting things. They wanted to be selfish. They don't want to see you get to the top. They're blinded by other people's success. They're blinded by other people's glory. They don't want you to become successful. They don't want you to shine, because if you do, they're not going to be able to accomplish anything. They're not going to be able to be satisfied with themselves. They're not going to be able to be happy. They're not going to be able to get through the day thinking that somebody else is able to do something. And the reason why they didn't want you to have that is because they knew that you were going to do better with it than what it was going to do for you. You were going to do more with it than it could do for you. You could take something small and turn it into something big, something great. They know that you're the type to take nothing and turn it into something. They know that you're the type to make nothing out, to make something out of nothing. They didn't want to see that happen. But now they have to watch you be greater in another avenue of life. They have to watch you be greater, even though you had to take a detour. They have to watch you be greater, even though you don't went around them, you don't went underneath them, you don't went over them. You found another way. Their way wasn't the only way. They thought that they thought that what they could take from you was so sufficient, and it will cause you to break down. It will cause you to give up. It will cause you to not want to try anymore. But it blew up in their face, because now how they did it and what they did, people are even able to see, like, oh, wow, you tried to make sure this person couldn't get that. You tried to make sure this person wasn't able to do what they needed to do. You tried to take this person's plan from them. You tried to make this person give up by snatching out from their hands the only thing that they had. But what they didn't realize is that God always has something better for you, number one. And number two, you're all, and when you're in a situation like that where people are trying to take things from you, you always are one step ahead. So it's like they act like you can't see what they're doing. God always has something better for you, number one. And number two, you can see what they're doing as clear as day. You can see right through them. You see that they're fake. You see that they're trying to sabotage you. You see they don't want to help you out with this particular thing. You see that they don't treat you the same way as everybody else, but you don't give up when you see those things. You start planning. That's what you do. Your mind starts working. You start thinking about this, and how can I do it this way? How can I do it that way? You know there's other ways to go about getting what you want. But they think they're so powerful. They think they're what they got going on is the only thing in your life. They think that that opportunity was the only thing you had going on in your life, because that they're a one-track mind kind of person. They're a put all their eggs in one basket kind of person, not thinking that you're going to find another way. They didn't expect you to find another way. They saw you as smaller than what you were. You were bigger than what they saw you as. They saw you like this, but not realizing there's no limit to you. There's no end to you. There's nothing that is going to be able to corrupt your greatness. There's nothing that's going to be able to corrupt your plan for yourself. There's nothing that's going to be able to knock you off track. Even if they try to, all you got to do is get back on track, and that's you. And that's why this thing backfired in their face, because now you don't even need it. They done held it back. They done gave it to somebody else. They done took it from you. They done tried to make sure you didn't get it. They tried to stop you from getting it. And now you don't even need it. They saw you with it, didn't want you to have it. And then now you done found something else. Now you done created something better for yourself to where you don't even need them or anything like that anymore. There's a million and one opportunities out there for a person like you. All you have to do is go find them. Their opportunity was not the only opportunity. The thing that they presented to you was not the only thing. They done gave it to you, they didn't like you, and then they decided that, you know what, we don't want this person to have this. Well, that's too bad. They didn't realize you had your own thing on the side. They didn't realize that you're always working your mind. They didn't realize that you always have a plan. This isn't the first time that someone tried to do this to you, number one. And number two, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. This isn't the only thing that you had. This isn't the only opportunity that you had. This isn't the only part of your plan that you had. They think because they look at you and they think what they think that this is the only thing you have going for yourself, because that's the only thing they have going for themselves. They put their all in these types of opportunities because they know that they can get what they need out of it. You know that this was going to be a short time and not a long time. You knew that was going to be a short time and not a long time. You don't put your faith in these types of opportunities, number one. Number two, you put your faith in yourself and your ability. You know people can get weird. You know you can't trust people like that. You know when it comes down to you with certain people, you can't trust a soul. So rather than trust them like they thought you would, they thought you would put all your trust in them. They thought you would put all your faith in them. You put more faith into yourself than them. You put more trust into yourself than them. You seen them from a mile away. You knew you couldn't trust them. They thought that you wouldn't be able to see that they were fake. They thought that you wouldn't be able to see that they weren't real. They thought that they were going to be able to pull the wool over your eyes, but they were mistaken. You knew that sooner or later they was going to get funny. You knew that sooner or later their true selves was going to pop out. You already saw it. You saw them hiding it. You saw them hiding back. You saw that they were a wolf in sheep's clothing. No matter how many times they tried to try to do the little sheep and try to be in the sheep herd, you saw it clear as day. You saw they was a wolf. You saw the ears, the tail, the teeth. You saw it all. You saw through the little phony disguise. You saw through the facade. You saw the mask slip off their face. No matter how many times they tried to put it back on, oh, my mask slipped off. They tried to put that thing back on and didn't think you would be able to tell, didn't think you could notice. But there are plenty of people like this you've already experienced and met and had to deal with throughout your life. So you were smart enough to decide to make some choices in your life to where when these people try to affect you in a negative way, you have something to fall back on. And that's you. And that's why you have to put trust into yourself. And that's why you have to put your faith into yourself. And that's why you have to believe in yourself. And of course, you put those things in God as well. But God also wants you to have faith in you. He also wants you to trust you. He also wants you to be able to fall back on you. Because you already have God in you. So when you put your faith and trust and you're able to count on you, that's a very powerful thing as well. So when people act like this, always know that something better is going to come into your life. When something gets taken away from you, it's always something greater that comes. You don't have to worry about these kinds of things. People want to act a fool. People want to try to sabotage you. People want to try to ruin your life, ruin what you have going for yourself with the little bit that they try to give you in the first place. They act like what they gave you, they'd act like they gave you the whole world. They act like they have all this power over you because you're doing what they offered you to do, and they think you don't have anything else going for you. That's because they don't think highly of you, and that's to their own detriment. And that's why their plan blew up in their face. They said, you know what, this is all he's got. You know what, this is all she's got. Let's take it and then see what happens. They thought you would have a debt. They thought you would have a fit. They thought they thought your life would end. They thought it would be over for you. They thought you'd never be able to bounce back because of what they didn't allow you to keep doing. You know what? Let's not allow him to keep doing this. Let's not allow her to keep doing this. Let's find someone else. Well, what about what's going to happen to him? We that's not our concern. What happens to him? That's not our concern. What happens to her? They'll have to fend for themselves. Well, guess what? You're doing a great job doing that. You're doing a great job fending for yourself. You have a mind that won't allow you to give up. You have a mind that won't allow the little things that people try to do into your life to appear as big things. You don't make big things out of little things. You don't make big deals out of small deals. What these people have to offer you is a small deal. And even though they gave you a raw deal, you're still able to make it out on top. You're still able to rise to the top in your life. Something that they didn't want you to be able to do. Something that they didn't want to see. You started to do too much. You started to do too good. You started to do too well. You started to become too great in their eyesight. And they started to see it and they did not like it. You started to do way better than they thought you could. And when they started to act unruly, when they started to behave a certain way to you, and on top of how you handled it, not getting upset, not getting angry, not letting these people get the best of you. All right, you put your foot down on them when you had to and didn't think twice about it. You cut people off and didn't think twice about it. Stop talking to certain people and didn't think twice. Oh, that's how you're gonna act? Okay, cool. Won't be talking to you tomorrow. Oh, that's how you going? Okay, cool. Well, I don't know you no more then. That's how you are. I don't know you anymore. I'm too blessed to be stressed, and you're not going to be the one that removes my blessed with stress. I'm out. I'll be right next to you and not be saying nothing. I'll be right in front of you and not be saying nothing. I'll walk right past you and not say nothing. I'll stare you right in the face and not say nothing. Once I realize you on that side, and I ain't got nothing to say to you anymore. Ain't no fake friends. Ain't no coming back from that. Once I realize that you're fake, you're fake. You're on the fake side. If you're fake, you're not real. You can't. If something is not real, that means it's not real. If a person is not real, that means they're a fake person. You know them little fake food toys when you was a kid. If it was fake food, you couldn't eat it, right? So that means if it's fake, it don't operate like a real person, which means I can't operate with it like a real person. Yep. Yep. And they didn't want you to become what you were meant to be. They could see it. They saw it. They saw it all around you. They saw success coming to you like a head-on collision. But they said, you know what? Not with this opportunity. You're not going to be that here. You're not going to do that here. You don't have to find another place to do that. You don't have to find somewhere else to do that. And you still, in the midst of all of that, still found your way, still found your light, still found your path, still found success with all the people that tried to tear you down in life. With all the people that tried to stop you in life, you still found success. Doesn't matter what type of success it is, as long as it's success for you. Doesn't matter how they view it. Doesn't matter how they look at it. Doesn't matter how they think about it. Doesn't matter how they see it. So what? You're not there. It's probably better that you're not there. People trying to stress you out and lower your quality of life and take your good health from you. You know God got something better. God got something for you that's going to make you go, ah, this is it. I see why you did that, Lord. I see why that happened. You had something better for me. You had a better opportunity for me. You had something greater for me. No matter how bad those people were, it wasn't going to be able to stop me in life. They may have tried to stop that opportunity. They may have tried to stop that blessing, but they can't stop the fact that I'm blessed. They can't block the fact that I have more blessings coming to me. I have infinite amount of blessings coming to me. It's never ending. It's infinite. It's not going to stop because you don't have a lack mindset. These people's mindset is so closed off. These people's mindset is so sealed off and shut. It's like a ancient door that ain't never been opened. They go looking up all these little ancient cities and things like that. Dust and spider webs and cobwebs. That's their mind. They got dust and spider webs and cobwebs all in their mind. Their mind is sealed off, it's shut, it's closed. They don't want to see other people get certain opportunities. They don't want to see other people be able to make certain things out of themselves in their eyesight. Well, guess what? There's other eyes out here. There are people who do want to see you succeed. God being one of them, you being one of them. And as long as you want to see you succeed, it doesn't matter who doesn't want to see you succeed. And that's why their plans blew up in their face. Because now what they tried to do only caused you to be greater. Now they have to watch you be something better because they're still watching you. They're still keeping an eye on you. They're still keeping tabs on you. Just like they were when you were there. They're worried about you more than anything else, and they still are worried about you more than anything else. You are the topic of their conversation. You're renting space in their mind. And now they have to watch you shine. They got to watch you continue to grow. They got to watch you continue to succeed, regardless of what they wanted you to have or not. All the slandering, all the gossiping, all the negative talk, all the things they said, all the evil looks and all just the weird personalities that they had, you know? And it's not to say that anybody doesn't have a weird personality, but it's like when you force these things on other people and try to become a hindrance in their life, that's when it becomes a problem. If you're just a person that stays to themselves, then you're just who you are, but you're not bothering anybody, so that really doesn't matter. If you're not bringing it down on somebody else, you should be who you want. But the fact that they tried to make it a problem for you, the fact that they tried to use it as a way to hold you back. I'm like this and I'm going to stop you because of who I am and because of who you are. Bam, bam, false. False. Because now you're better than ever. You're greater than ever. You're bigger than ever. And you're doing way more things than you ever could there. You're doing way more things than they would have ever allowed you to do because you took responsibility and you held yourself accountable. You took responsibility and accountability. And now you're greater than ever. Now you're doing better than ever. And you don't even need them or that opportunity. God just used that for you to see what you really had inside of you. God used that for you to see just what type of person you were. Now you truly see who you are. Now you truly see what type of person you are. Now you truly see just how strong you are, just how resilient you are, just how high your vibe is, just how magnificent and brilliant and powerful you are. Way better than all those people. And that's why you couldn't be around them too long. You weren't meant to be there. You weren't meant to be around them. You're meant to do your own thing. You're meant to be on your own. You're meant to have your own this, your own that. You're meant to be around people that don't want to bring you down, but want to see you rise to the top. They're out there. No matter how many times you encounter them not being there, they're still there. There are good people out there that want to see you win. There are good people out there who want to see you succeed. They're just doing their own thing. And now God's about to bless you with some opportunities to where you're going to be able to see how people really operate. So you're going to be able to see how you really operate. There are going to be people who want to see you use those gifts. There are going to be people who want to see you use those talents. There are going to be people who want to see you rise to the top. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. You don't even need them anymore. And now you know. You was never supposed to be around those people in the first place because you deserve better and greater. And now you have it. I'd like to thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.